Future. Oh yeah, guys, we're going to be talking about Crimes of the Future. Welcome to Mirror Domains. And we had a bit of a technical problem today. My power went out, and it was out for a long time. So you'll see some stories here on the side that we did talk about. That's on a previous video, but we're going to pick up with Crimes of the Future on today's movie news. If you don't know, we do a live movie news show daily, 12 p.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday, and on the weekend we'll be we do a horror movie news roundup where we talk about all the big horror movie news of the week. And we'll be talking more. I'll be doing my spoiler review then for Crimes of the Future. But for right now, we're going to be talking about, well, what it is. Crimes of the Future. I think I forgot to set up my OBS here, guys. Give me a second. All right, that's the intro. Okay, guys, we're back. We're going to finish out this show today. I guarantee it. Yeah. It's been kind of a weird thing. Follow my social media, guys. You'll get updates with me with the power off and stuff like that because I can still use my phone to stream. But let's get right back into Crimes of the Future, and I'll pick it up with no spoilers here for this review. I did my straight out of the theater reaction for it. It's up on the channel now. Go check that out. So, David Cronenberg directed Crimes of the Future, and if you know his flavor, his weird kind of body horror, extends, Videodrome, that kind of stuff, then this will be right up your alley. And as I said before when I was doing the show, before it cut out, was that if you are just a casual movie fan, if you're just like somebody who's casually looking for maybe something that's horrific, this may not be your bag, because it does... Well, I said this, my initial impressions too, is that it does have a little bit of a pacing issue. It's slow. It's and it's meant to be that way. Viggo Mortensen plays a character, Saul Tenser here, and he's basically using his body as like a test tube, almost like what's happened here in this story is that people have lost the sense of pain, so they don't feel pain anymore. So that's why they can manipulate their body and organs, and that's why you saw in the teaser and stuff, people have like sewn ears on themselves and stuff like that, cut lines into their foreheads and such. And it's just like, yeah, it is gory, and it does open up with a rather shocking scene. For me, it wasn't too shocking, because you hear that, it's like, oh, it's shocking. But when you think about it, then yeah, afterwards, we heard things at Cannes where this debuted and people were walking out. And I could see that opening scene definitely would rub people the wrong way. But Viggo Mortensen does put in an interesting performance, because he has like his whole body is like, even though the pain happens to your body, your systems still react to it as if it is. So he's got to sit in these chairs and that help him move around to adjust to the pain, and he sleeps in this special bed that helps him move around and stuff like that. And yeah, so he takes out organs from his body and stuff like that. Oh, it's just definitely, for sure, up there in weirdness. Léa Seydoux plays his, I guess she's a performance partner, Caprice. And she does a good job too. I'm thinking about it in hindsight here. She does a very good job, and you do get to see a lot of her, if you know what I mean. So Kirsten Stewart was very good in it too. Timlin, she's just somebody who works for this National Organ Registry, so they're like archiving Saul's organs that he creates, and it's so weird, but she's fascinated with it too. She kind of likes Viggo Mortensen's character. She's not in it as much as you would think. Don't let somebody sell you that she's like one of the main characters. She's more of a background character, but she does good, very interesting choices that she makes. So I would go check that out for her if you're a big fan of her. Scott Speedman. It took me a while to realize that. Is that Scott Speedman? Oh, and his fate. People are going to be talking about what happens to him for sure in this movie. And then, yeah, there's the mother. Oh, did I just spoil something? Um, maybe not. Um, and it's kind of bookended with sort of her. Yeah, like it opens with her and then it closes with her, sort of. But Crimes of the Future, guys, let's take a look at the Rotten Tomato meter and see where it's at. 78% by critics and 62% by audience. So, um, let's see, what would I have given it? It's not one of Cronenberg's best films, obviously, but it's definitely worthwhile if you're like a cinephile, hardcore movie fan, like a fanatic. You're going to find value in this film. That was weird. I thought I saw some shadows move in my peripheral vision. All right. Let's take a look at some of the snapshot reviews here. Here's a good one. In many ways, the Visionary's return to body horror is an extension of his philosophical fascination with the human body, but as a far more muted, reflective, and sophisticated affair that comes with age. Yeah, I would say that. Okay, so like, metaphorically, I think what he was trying to say with all the body, what do they call that, dysmorphia out there, is that this is kind of like a metaphor and an analogy for that, like how people. Okay, so you get a nose job, but some people can't stop there. They got to keep on going with their facelifts, tucks, and all that kind of stuff. I think that's what this is like an analogy for, an analogy. Crimes of the Future. I think that's what he's trying to say with this. Some people just get carried away and take it to the extreme, to the point where it almost gets sexualized. Yeah. And if you know Crash, then you definitely know what I'm talking about with that. Which sort of happens in this movie too. It's just so weird. Okay, but in a good way. Let's take a look at a bad one here. Sadly, the new film is glum. Yeah, it is. Dishearteningly so. Sadly, the new film is glum, dishearteningly so, and is its narrative pulse is weak. Well, I think that maybe is just about the pacing and the tone, and you'll know what I mean when you see it. Don't go in expecting something to move along really fast. Cronenberg takes some time here to develop the scene and establish tone, which may be too much for some people. And for me, it was stretching in some areas. That's what I mean by like the pacing of it being a little bit, yeah. Let's take a look at this one. This is what the work of a visionary filmmaker looks like. Forget the new flesh. Long live the old Cronenberg. Okay, let's take a look at a bad one. It's great to see a master of body horror return to the style of filmmaking that made him an icon. But Crimes of the Future shows that maybe Cronenberg has evolved past this type of film. That's kind of meaty. I don't know if I can't No, he's still got it, guys. He can still make these types of weird movies, and that's good. And go see it for, if you're an acting student or if you're into like acting, go see what Viggo Mortensen was doing, because he does a lot of this weird body contorting stuff. It's interesting to watch. Viggo Mortensen and Cronenberg do work well together. They did make my favorite Cronenberg film is History of Violence. So they done that one together. And this one, I would say, yeah, I would probably give it a 7.5 out of 10 is where I would land on Crimes of the Future, because there is some value in there. So I would go check it out. All right, guys, if you are watching this just now, I leave time codes for you guys within these stories. And we're just going to try to soldier through today. It's kind of weird. I was going to do another stream today, but since my power went out, we'll just probably round up with this and do some horror movie news tomorrow, and maybe do a full live movie watch along tomorrow as well, because I do like streaming full movies, and it's nice and cool outside, so I got to take advantage of it. Stranger Things 4. Now, talking about live watch-alongs. So there's a big article out on Variety, and I did a full live watch-along on the channel, so it's out there right now, guys. Go check that out. You can put up your own copy, and I put time codes in there for you guys for where I'm at. And this is a big scene. This was in the finale. This is 11 with the orderly. And guys, did you know that that's a wig? Like, her hair is tucked in there. It's interesting to see her put that on. But anyway, I digress. So this article is just kind of like a big Q&A with the creators, the Duffer Brothers. So go give that a read if you're curious about some stuff. I'm not going to go through it here because it's kind of long. It's like really, really long. But if you are a big Stranger Things fan, you want to give this a read because they do give some clues as to perhaps their thought process as to where they were going with some of these storylines. And I thought it was great. A great little read. It gives you a little bit of insights. And I know people will want to know, Will. And yeah, everybody's asking about that. They'd say it's left up for interpretation. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, they ask questions like that and stuff like that. So go give that a read. I would totally check it out for sure. Talking about Millie Bobby Brown, Enola Holmes 2 comes out soon, and she just revealed her favorite outfit. Well, it just gives us an excuse to talk about Enola Holmes 2. Talk about Millie Bobby Brown. They're her favorite dress. Now, I actually kind of like this movie because it had Henry Cavill playing Sherlock Holmes, Superman. And she did a good job in this too. A really good job. Let's see what her quote here reads. I loved my red dress. I think my red dress is very cool, and it symbolizes, this masculine, kick-ass girl who knows how to do jujitsu, but also can curtsy when she needs to. I think it's really sweet. Yeah. I pulled up some more images of it here. Yeah, that was a good costume. And it was a fun little movie too. It's definitely meant for the teens, though, for sure. It's got like a little bit of teen romance in there, which wasn't my bag. I was more into kind of like the riffing between her and Sherlock, because those scenes were actually kind of cool. And I would say for that value alone, go check out Enola Holmes. And Enola Holmes 2 comes to Netflix in sometime in 2022. It's not announced yet. But it's wrapped. It's all in the can. Let's see what the cast is. Yeah, Helena Bonham Carter plays her mother. Henry Cavill is Sherlock. And the other brother doesn't seem to be in this one. Louis Partridge was the... Oh, yeah, that's right. He was the token stud. The love interest. I don't recognize anybody else here in this cast. So I'll keep my eye out for that. And when you see how they drop these stories... It means that they got a trailer coming down the pipe here pretty soon, I would imagine. So probably next week or so, we'll be watching the trailer for Enola Holmes 2, which I really enjoyed. And I did a nice review for it up on the channel. I recommend that you go check that out. Okay, where are we at? Nope. Nope comes out this summer too. Jordan Peele, UFO movie. Well, we know that it was UFO from that teaser that we got because we saw the shadow looming over. So this is our first look at it. It kind of debuted in a TV spot that we'll take a look at in a few moments here. But this shot here is probably the best look at it that you can see. It's when we saw this in the trailer too, like when he was going down the road there on his horse and you could see the shadow coming overhead. So it's really just a quick shot. So, Nope comes out this summer, and July, I believe, is the release date. Let's take a look at the IMDb. Nope, July 22nd. So that's when it is. And you can tell from the poster too, it's all hinting towards some weirdness of like aliens are turning horses into weird creatures, and then it's also experimenting on humans. It seems like... Yeah. Weird, man. Okay, so let's take a look at this this TV spot. So some guy just recorded it from his screen capture, so it's got some baseball scores there at the bottom, and it's not really shown until the very end. So I'm just gonna. The rest of this stuff is a fairly recognizable cut from the first trailer, but that's our only shot there. That's our new shot of sucking up sand and I believe a person. There's a person in there. That was very quick. Let me see if I can slow that down just a little bit, because you can see that there's somebody in there. Ooh, that's at half speed. Let's go down to quarter speed. So it was sucking somebody. It was sucking. Whoops. Come on. Yeah. It's this guy. So there's the guy lying down there, comes up from behind, sucks him up into the air, and you see his body get flung around there. Yeah. It sucks when you get sucked up into a spaceship. Shades of like Homer Simpson getting sucked up, and then the ship starts to tilt because they don't have enough power to pull up Homer Simpson. Shades Simpsons in Nope. Alien ship. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, well, we knew that. Well, we think that it's aliens. Maybe it's like transdimensional beings. Who knows? Jordan Peele is definitely known for his creativity with this kind of stuff. So I'll be checking out Nope July 22nd. TV spots are coming out. Maybe some people find that that's a little too spoilery, even though we've seen shadows in the trailers and such like that. But that's our first good look at that. This came out of the woodwork yesterday, and I didn't even know it was going to happen. Beavis and Butthead 2, or Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, I guess is coming out on a streaming service, Paramount Plus. Now, I watched this trailer, and it's Beavis and Butthead. What can I say? It's crass humor about these two guys. I guess they want to leave Earth, and they go off into space, and they make jokes about things going in and out and stuff like 69. He does his cornholio thing or whatever. Familiar laughs, the oldies, but most people think that is kind of funny. I think I've matured a little bit past Beavis and Butthead.
Movie streaming June 23rd.
June 23rd. Yeah.
Beavis, this changes everything.
This changes everything. Does it? Not really. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Our Viking says in the live chat, nope, looks great. Worthy of the big screen. Yes, for sure. It looks like it's probably going to have good sound design with the ships and stuff like that. And whatever these weird creatures are created from the horses or whatever was going on in there. Beavis and Butthead 2, though. Are you guys excited for that? Are you going to check that out? Let's take a look at the IMDb here. After a creative judge sentences them to space camp, a black hole sends our adolescent heroes 24 years into the modern future, where the duo misuse iPhones, embark on a quest to score, and become targets of the deep state. Okay. Mike Judge plays Beavis. Well, it is what it is, guys. Some people will find that fascinating, but it is movie news, so we'll make sure that we are aware of it. Let's take a look at some various headlines here from the old Reddit Roundup. There's that poster for Beavis Butthead. June 23rd on Paramount Plus. It's not going to get me enough to subscribe to that service. Cloverfield will have a direct sequel. I'll take a look at that, and we'll talk about it more tomorrow. About a Cloverfield sequel. Direct sequel. Oh, there's a new Super Pets poster. Okay. I think that's it for various headlines. There's a teaser out for the documentary Pennywise, the Story of It. Well, we'll watch that tomorrow on the Horror Movie News Roundup for sure. Artglass says in the live chat, I can't watch Beavis and Butthead with a straight face. I, however, haven't matured over the years and will laugh before they utter a sound. Well, yeah, you'll have to have, like, what is that Jeremy Johns scale? It's a good time if you have a few drinks beforehand, right? Park Chan Wook, decision to leave. Go large. Who is that? That's Bryan Cranston. Annette Bening. Streaming. June 17th. First. Fire of Love. UK trailer. Yeah, sometimes this page does have some oddities that I don't catch. But we saw the trailer for Princess yesterday. Hulu. Yeah, that one looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I wanted to take a look at the box office for this week, too. Just talking about various headlines here. And I said this last week, too. Crimes of the Future is the only really big one that's opening up this week. So I don't even know if it's going to even crack the top 5. It'll make... Ooh, it may not even make 5 million. Because I would think you would have to make 5 million to break into the top 5. And if it's not getting the greatest reviews on... It's so niche. I'm guessing it won't even break the top 5. So I'm suspecting that this weekend, none of the numbers will change here. Top Gun Maverick will still be number 1. Doctor Strange 2 will be still number 2, yeah. Or maybe Doctor Strange and Bob's Burgers will switch. I think Bob's Burgers will be higher than Doctor Strange this next week. Good to see that Downton Abbey, a new era, is in. I'm 4 episodes into the first season, so I'm enjoying it. It's cool to learn about the characters now. And it's a weird experience that I've seen both the movies but not the TV show. So I'm going through that, and I may do just like full series, like season reviews for it on the channel, even though it's late. And if the odd person, like maybe 2 or 3 people out there, want to hear my thoughts on it, I'll publish that. The Bad Guys will hang in there at number 5. Yeah. I don't see Crimes of the Future breaking in, which is kind of a bummer. But they know that. They know that it's an art house film, that it's that niche crowd. But the numbers will adjust next week when Jurassic World Dominion opens up, and that'll be number 1. So everything will just get bumped down a number there on the rankings when Jurassic World. So pay attention next week for when we do that, because I'll have my straight out of the theater reaction for that up, and we'll do a full review for that for sure. Talking spoilers and no spoilers to begin with. Arglass says, if Crimes of the Future cracks the top 10, I will be surprised. Well, yeah, that's too. Like, let's see what the top 10. 10 is at 1.1. Yeah, no, it'll crack the top 10. I'm guessing Crimes of the Future will be somewhere between 2 and 3 million. Yeah. And I think that may be even optimistic. So you could be right. You could be right. It could be hard, but I still think it is going to make it'll make 1.1 million. Yeah, it will. Because the horror fans out there are going to be curious about it. And there are some scenes in there that will be drilled into your head. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. I like having fun like that. Okay. Let's... we've been only going for a little bit here. Let's take a look at the old... Twitterverse and see if we've missed anything. And yeah, I apologize for the show today, guys, but you know, I can't be in control of the power situation. Monica Barbero, Louis Pullman, and Danny Ramirez on the set of Top Gun Maverick, and she just had an article out on I think it was Hollywood Reporter, where she talks about her role and stuff like that, championing female aviators. And she was good in it. She was really good in it. And it was cool to see, you know, female aviators at the top of their class too. So it was good that they put in that mix. And you know what? They didn't beat you over the head with it, right? You know, some movies do that. They like wave your finger at you and no. And nobody's complaining about it either. So that's good. Because she was good in it. For sure. And I kind of want to see Top Gun Maverick again. Okay, red, white, royal blue. Star Nicholas Galitzine? Galitzine? I don't know what the heck that is. Is that a song or what the heck is that? Is that a single? Okay, so it's music. HBO Max has canceled Raised by Wolves after 2 seasons. Raised by Wolves. Do I know this property? Was this where they crash land on a weird planet? And yeah, I think that's what that was. Bummer if you're a fan of that. Tahar Rahim joins Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney, and Celeste O'Connor in Madame Web. Okay. Well, that's coming along then, Madame Web. I'm going to pull up that article here on the side and let it boot up here, because that cast is rounding out. Okay, somebody else joining just like that. No. The Lives of College Girls. I don't know what that is. Emmy nominee Moses Ingram. She's a singer too? She's a singer? She plays Reva in Obi-Wan. We talked about her quite a bit this week too, talking about people complaining about stuff. But I thought she was okay in that series. Some questionable dialogue, but hey, that's Star Wars. It always happens. I didn't know that she was a singer as well. I'll have to check out her work. No, Emmy nominee. Oh, sorry, I was thinking Grammy. So she's not a singer. That was a weird sound. Maybe the power outage opened up the storage facility in the basement and let all the ghosts out in the building. That's some weird activity. Okay, Zane Phillips at the Fire Island News Fest. Okay, I don't know what that is. It will be released on video demand June 21st. Crimes of the Future is only going to be having like a 20-day theatrical run? Really? I can't believe that. Huh. Well, I guess maybe that's how it'll make most of its money. I guess, yeah, they know that it's not going to be a huge box office hit. Yeah, so it's going to be streaming. You guys will be able to check it out June 21st, and it will be drilled into your head. Some of the haunting imagery. All right, your house haunted. Get out. Yeah, it is. Arglass Viking says Tahir Rahim is in the Manchurian excellent film, or the Mauritanian. I remember that one. Oh, yeah, I didn't see that one. I missed it. Danny Ramirez, Top Gun Maverick. What's this? Disney has submitted Oscar Isaac for lead actor in limited series for Emmys. Okay, Emmys. Not Grammys. Crimes of the Future might make 2 to 3 million zloty. HBO Irma Vep, Alicia Vikander, scores 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Well, this trailer dropped yesterday, and I said that, hey, go check it out, because Alicia Vikander, you can't go wrong with her. She's a great actress. Let's take a look at that. Tahir Rahim joins Madame Web. See if there's anything of substance in here. He's the real deal. Sony in this movie are lucky. Hopefully he has a great role. Okay, so that's the... Not really saying too much about it. what character or anything he's going to be playing. I don't know too much about it, but as we know that Madame Web is like an older lady, which is going to be played by Dakota Johnson, so it's going to be like a younger version of it, and is a Spider-Man villain. Speaking of which, did you guys hear that this weekend, oddly enough, Morbius is going to get a re-release this weekend. So if you missed it, you got a chance to go see it this weekend. I was going to make a joke about it, but I don't feel like I need to. Oh, there it is right there. Morbius is returning to over 1,000 theaters following a series of viral memes. Yeah, because people were saying that it was going to be Morbius 2, but no, definitely not. Hey, if you're a Leto fan, which some people are, they will want to go check that out again. But I don't need to revisit that. Happy Death Day director Christopher Landon will direct an Arachnophobia movie remake. And we'll talk about that a lot more tomorrow on the Horror Movie News Show, Spiders. Yeah, it was Jeff Daniels. I remember that. We talked about that earlier on the show today before the power went out, too. Doctor Strange will be released on Disney Plus in June 22nd. So we might... Yeah, I think we might do a full live watch-along for that. Talk about what I liked. Poster for Irma Vep. Yeah, it was a good trailer. And as I said, if you like Alicia Vikander, it has some levity to it. There's some cheekiness to it that I admired. Okay. Justice for Morbius. Hourglass says, yeah. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Looks like we're just coming back to where we left off yesterday. I don't think I really missed anything huge. You can take a look at the THR website. Sometimes things get updated. Louis C.K. has a secret movie. Yeah, I saw that. There's not much there. I guess he's trying to get back into the business and stuff. So has he served his punishment? Has he served time for doing that in front of girls? We'll have to wait and see. I'm not going to get into that. Because it's Friday. Joseph Kaczynski says Marvel Star Wars influenced Fate of Tron Legacy sequel. It was a different Disney by 2015. So Kaczynski, who did Tron Legacy, and he also did Oblivion with Tom Cruise, did Maverick too. So he's saying that that changed enough that there was supposed to be like a third Tron movie, but it's never come to light. I know that Cillian Murphy, who was in Tron Legacy just as a quick little cameo almost, really wanted to come back and do that role. I heard that Jared Leto too also wanted to be on board for trying to get a third Tron film in the works. Hopefully, well, we know that Jeff Bridges is kind of like under the weather right now because he's going through cancer treatments. So maybe they'll have to rest the Flynn character, but there's still some more story there that they could tell. They could go back into that universe, and it would be nice to see. Anything else that jumps out at me? Not really. Queen Latifah reveals the gift Adam Sandler brought to her on the Hustle premiere. Hustle. Britney Spears back in the headlines. Talking about musicians, I heard that Demi Lovato apparently she was back in the hospital. She had a relapse. And that bums me out because I thought she was doing good, and that's a bummer. All right, guys, I think that's pretty much it for today. There's not much more else out there that I can talk about. Join us tomorrow for the Horror Movie News Roundup. I would play my guitar for you guys today, but when the power was out, that's when I jammed. So my fingers are kind of like feeling a little bit going on here? Oh, I got that up. It's a weird day. Maybe I am being visited by some spirits. I watched a few YouTubers tipping Matthew Vaughn for Fantastic Four. Matthew Vaughn was the guy who did the Kingsman movies, so maybe. Yeah, I could see that. That would work. He's got that zeal, that cheekiness. That's the word of the day, cheekiness. That could work with a Fantastic Four and the Marvel kind of humor. That would be a good fit for a Fantastic Four. Let me just take a look at that. See if that comes up on the old Google there. Matthew. In an interview with Comic Book, Vaughn explained that he is still interested in making a Fantastic Four movie under Marvel Studios. And that was in 2019, so that was a while ago. Let's take a look at the past week. Yeah, so a lot of people are putting out the names. And we heard that quote earlier this week that Kevin Feige wants to get somebody who's going to be able to take most of the reins and handle the film without a lot of his influence on it. So yeah, Matthew Vaughn is somebody who would be able to do that for sure, because he can handle those big budget actioners, because we know that from Kingsman. Why is that taking forever to open up? Yeah. That was a good fit. Thanks for the tip there, Art Glass Vikings. Yeah, so a lot of people are looking at this. Somebody says, I'll do it. Yeah. But I trust Feige to make that movie work. Okay, guys, that's 229. We're back for to finish off the show slate there. If you join us tomorrow, we will be doing Crimes of the Future, and then a full life movie watch along. We might do that Open Grave, but I with Shartlo Copley on Tubi. We'll have to wait and see. I'm still wanting to do Street Fighter, the animated movie too, so we might do that one too. I'll mull over and see how it goes tonight. All right, guys, that's it. Let me get off here before the power cuts out again. And I'll see you next time for more movie news next week, for sure.